Hi guys, welcome to PHP PDO use of bind param. So in the last video, you see that how bind value was working. So but before that, let us understand one thing that MySQLi supports the use of anonymous positional placeholder question mark as shown below. This can be used in MySQLi also without using PDO. This is anonymous placeholder. On the other hand, PDO supports both anonymous positional placeholder as well as named placeholder. A named placeholder begins with colon followed by identifier like this. So, for example, here you can see the question mark, three question mark. Here you can see name, country, code, and population. But before that, before each values, you can see there is colon sign here. So that's the difference between PDO and a normal MySQLi query. So in the last example, you saw this with this bind value. Okay, if we would like to change the same, then we can write like this. So bind parent, then here you can see this is named parameter, isn't it? Named parameter, yeah. But the result will be same. So let's see here. Here you can see the result is same. So now we will see the difference between the bind param and bind value. Now we will see the difference between bind value and bind param. So in case of bind value, the bind value is built-in PHP function which binds value to named question mark SQL statement. The bind param function binds a parameter and not the value. The value is executed at the time of execute function. And the bind value function is used to pass both value and variable. The bindParam function is used to pass variable and not the value. So let's see the example so that you can understand it better. So let's understand this one. The value of is executed at the time of execute function. Now let's see the example here. So the ID first. So in case of bind parent, you can see we have passed here ID and then this bind param. Okay. So in case of bind param, we are using here I passed ID, alright, and then after this we have written here ID 2. Okay. So here only the statement is bound, not the actual value. The value is executed here. Okay. So now let's refresh it and you will see the result. Here you can see the result is showing based on 2, based on this 2, because actual execution takes place here. The only the binding has taken place here, variable binding, and not the actual value. But in case of bind value, here you can see as its name suggests the value. Okay, you will remember like this. So the actual value is passed here only. So first, in case of first, I have written ID1 and here ID2, but the value is already set here, just is executing here. But in case of here, the value is not set there, the value is executed and set here. Okay, so that is why based on 2 the result is fetching. But in case of bind value, in case of this bind value, the value is bound here only. That's why it is ignored. The ID2 is ignored, and here you can see the result. In case of the first one, here it is displaying 2, and in case of the second one, it is displaying 1. So let's understand it better. Now see here. the difference. Here, in the first case, the value is executed not by one, but two. Here you can see. And in case of bind value, which is bound here only, the value is set and executed according to one, and it is ignored because the value is already set. Just here is executed. So hope you understand this. So that's the difference between bind value and bind params. So that's it in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.